Hey guys, welcome back to our channel.
Hi everybody, glad you're back. I hope you guys are catching up with all of our past videos. We put links throughout this video and at the end of the video, so if you missed anything, make sure you go ahead and check those out. Like, comment, subscribe on all the videos. Today we are talking about something that might be a little touchy for some people. It's if your friends and family don't like your boo. Your boo, your boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse.
To be clear on what the boo is. So everyone knows what boo means. So I'm just being
Who
clear.
doesn't know what boo means?
There should be probably older folks that doesn't know what boo means. So they just clarify for everyone. Yeah.
Your boo is somebody that you are dating,
Yes.
married to, interested in.
People call people their boo that they're not dating as well. So yeah. That's another episode.
Your journey pissed me off.
There we go.
Have you ever been in that situation where, let's start with your friends. Your friends don't like who you're dating?
Yeah, I've been there before, and those kind of things where you say love is blind, you feel like you're in love, and those kind of situations where you guys don't really understand the person, probably if you get to know them, and those kind of situations. So, your what is it? The
tunnel vision?
Yeah, not tunnel vision, but what is the thing over your eyes? They say like the blankets over your eyes or something, like, because you can't really see.
You have a lot of metaphors that I've never heard.
I don't know. It's a term. Okay. I'll look it up. But yeah, you can't really see. You're just so infatuated with this person. But people from the outside, especially with some majority of your friends and family saying, it's not really good for you, then, that's when you gotta start listening. Some people.
So what about your situation, you yourself? What was the issue? What was the problem?
Well, with mine, one of the situations that...
Yeah, more than one.
I think so. Okay. More than one? Yeah, I think so. But one that comes to mind, people didn't really say, hey, at the time, I don't really like the person. They kind of said it at the end of it. So
this wasn't an issue during your relationship?
It wasn't a clear issue, but it was like hinted like, you probably should be with somebody else. But it wasn't like, no, this person's not good for you. It wasn't that upfront. But the hints were there. And
so
kind of ignored it.
Nobody was straight up telling you, oh no, we don't like this person. It was more like, oh, you still together? Like subtle stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, you guys are still dating? Oh, that kind of thing. Or, hey, probably you should check out other people, like, whatever. Or, you guys probably should take a break or something like that. There was those kind of comments, but I didn't think at the time. I was like, oh, they probably, you probably guys don't know, like, sometimes you have to go through the struggle for your relationship to work. So that was kind of my approach in my head. But yeah.
Do you feel like maybe? So what did anybody ever give you an actual reason as to why they didn't like that person?
After they said that, yeah, this person wasn't really good for you because she was kind of manipulative, she wasn't really trustworthy, and we could tell that, and we could see that, and you weren't really happy being with this person. And those are the statements I got after the relationship was done, and they were just like, oh, we're just there to support you, that kind of way. But it wasn't really a clear like, nah man, this girl ain't for you type thing. So that was a little different for me. But I know, situations, we know people relationships that, that their friends cannot get along with that person because they know how that person is. They know if it's the girl's boyfriend, they know legit stuff. Oh, he's not a good person. He's not doing this. You're not happy. You're crying. You're going through this. Why do you keep going to those situations?
Have you ever had to tell a friend, like, that this girl's not for you, or this guy is not for you?
I have in both situations. I have with family members. I remember telling a cousin, "Yo, this dude straight up is not good for you. He's cheating on, like, clear as day." I would tell that, and one of those, "Oh, you probably don't know what's really happening," whatever, that kind of thing. I've dealt with that. I've actually dealt with telling a friend, and this is way back. I was like, "Oh, she's not really that into you, man. Like, she's not really all about you." And they're married today, like, solid relationship. So I was clearly wrong.
So clearly you were
wrong.
And you need to mind your business.
Yeah, it's just mind my business. That's why I mind my business now. I don't give no advice.
Yeah, I tread lightly with that. Like, I won't just go off of just my own personal feelings of if I don't like somebody and then just going to a friend and saying, "Oh no, I don't like him," because I don't click with everybody. Everybody's not going to click with me, but they could be a perfect match for somebody else.
That's true.
But if I see certain things, or if someone that I trust and I know very well comes to me and says, "Hey, listen, that person isn't my friend, but you're my friend, and I know you guys are clicky or tight, so I'm just gonna tell you what I know."
Yeah,
I will tell that information,
gotcha.
Because that's actually happened to me. That happened a few times in high school, where either I saw something and it was a friend and it was that's kind of messed up. I feel bad at saying I'm your friend if I saw something and then I'm not saying anything.
Gotcha.
Or if I have said something and it's kind of the person's just no, that's not true, or they're not getting it, I'll say it to somebody else that maybe it might get through to that person, somebody that might be closer to them.
Coming from someone else.
I went to a sister before and said, "Listen, I spoke to her. It's not getting through to her, so maybe you can talk to her and see if it will get through to her or whatever." And I've also been in that situation where my friends and family didn't like someone that I was dating, and it was because they felt like I was changing in a negative way. So it was it's not just he is a whatever that they felt like he was, but it was okay, but now you are not even the Dina that we're used to, that we can laugh and joke around with and stuff like that. It was I was becoming a completely different person.
That was the same for me too.
So okay, so for me, at first it was just I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm not changing. I'm the same person. I just am not. Just because I'm not listening to exactly what you're saying doesn't mean that I'm changing or whatever. Or because I'm just just because I want to spend time with this person doesn't mean that I am changing or that I'm abandoning you or whatever. But it did take some time for me to realize that there were there were certain things that were changing about me, and then as a result I started to become unhappy because there were a lot of things that I was missing out with my family and my friends, and it was just I started to feel there was a void in my life because I like to be around my family, I like to be around my friends, I like to have fun or whatever, and just so yeah. So when that situation comes about, you gotta basically, number one, find out why is it that my friends and my family don't like him. So don't just shun him out completely. Really ask, what is it? Why do you feel this way? So if you're getting things, petty stuff he's an a-hole.
Or he don't really laugh when
he doesn't laugh with us, he doesn't do this or that or that. insignificant stuff, because like I said earlier, that person may not click with all of your friends because our personalities are different. People are different. Everybody's not always going to get along with each other. You always can get along or click with someone a lot better than other people. So something as insignificant as that is different. But if this person is saying, we have proof that he's stepping out on you, or she,
or
maybe
you see the harm that he's doing.
Exactly. You see certain things that are not healthy that's happening in the relationship. And they're like, sometimes we can't see, like I don't know what metaphor you were trying to use, but like we don't always see, like when you're in the situation, you don't always see what other people see. Because in my case, nobody was quiet about it. Like people were straight up like, I don't like him because this, that, and the third. Like my close people were saying that. They were like giving specifics as to why they don't like this person that I was with. And for me, at a certain point, it was just like, whatever. And then he noticed that my friends and family didn't necessarily care for him. So he would be saying, oh, it's because they're jealous and they don't got any man, or they're not in happy relationships. That's why they feel that way, blah, 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 or whatever. So in my head, it was kind of like, dang, is that true? Like, it wasn't until I had to take a step back from myself and pull myself stop everybody from talking to me, and for me to actually see what is really going on. And my friends and family were definitely right. So if everybody around you is kind of saying the same thing, then you have to then more than likely it might be the person that you're with. But if it's like one person that's having an issue with this person, not saying don't look into it, because like I said, everybody doesn't get along. Perspective. Yeah, definitely look into it for yourself and really like keep an open mind. Don't just shut it down just because it's like, oh, you think that people are being jealous or people are hating on you, because the people around you love you. They've been around you long enough. They know you. Yeah, they know you. So if you're changing in a negative way, they would be the first people to notice it and to see it. And my advice, I would hope that instead of what Patrick's friends did and not say anything until it hit the fan already, let the person know, like, hey, just tread lightly, like don't come and bamboozle them and be like, oh, you need to be away from this person, but like talk to them like this is someone that you love. Say, listen, I want the best for you, and these are things that I'm seeing that may not be the best step for your life. And like accept that information and actually, like I said, look into it and process it.
And bringing that up with the person you're dating, not saying, oh, this person said to me, but you were like, I have my family, my friends is bringing up that, you know, that when you do this, it
makes them uncomfortable.
It makes them uncomfortable when you do this, and then you can gauge if the person's really ready for that relationship or mature enough to handle it, and say, so they could be like, oh, I didn't even know I was doing that. Right. That kind of thing.
That's a very good point. Maybe the person doesn't even know that they're being a certain way around people. Because you're an a-hole and you don't always know that.
So a good example is...
It cuts me off. There it is, right there.
A good example is, because, you know, Dina's of Haitian descent, I'm Jamaican, and so we have different, some things are different in regards to being respectful, that kind of thing. You know, when for Haitians, when they're into the room, you kind of have to greet each person, kiss each individually. And, Jamaicans, you can just roll up to a house and just wave your hand one time, and that addresses everybody. If it's 100 people or 2 people, that covers it. And at the beginning of a relationship, I didn't do that, especially for people that I didn't know in the room. I didn't go and greet each person. I didn't go down the bench and greet everybody.
Yeah, you do afternoon.
Yeah, just say, whatever, good evening, everybody. But that was coming off disrespectful on my part, and it's not till after she had addressed that to me to say, hey, you have to kind of greet people, or you know, certain my aunts or whatever, you can't just be like, what's up, like kind of thing. And so I wasn't even aware of it, you know what I mean? And that could be
crazy to me, because you've been around Haitians your entire life, like.
Yeah, but I didn't have to. Like, I've been around Haitians, but I didn't have to. Like now when we start dating, now at that point I had to be like that. The other time it was just it was disregarded, but now it was becoming like a part of the family. It was important.
Okay.
And so but yeah, tell us how you know, if whatever situation you're dealing with, you may have a friend or somebody you want to communicate and say that their spouse is either not doing something that's harming them, you know.
What?
I don't know. I got lost.
You sure did, because that didn't make
no sense.
any sense at all.
All right.
I wasn't even done.
I have to be done. So. All right. It's already a 22-minute video. All right. So here you go. Wrap it up. You wrap it up. Go ahead.
Patrick. Okay. Don't make me laugh. If you want me to wrap it up.
Go ahead. You wrap it up. You do that.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, so definitely look into it to see why the person doesn't like you. If everyone around you is saying the same thing, then more than likely something could be going on. And let the person that you're dating know, hey, this is what's going on. Just make them aware, because everybody might not be aware that they're doing something to offend or push away your friends and family. Because if you're being isolated in a relationship, that's never a good thing. If you're being pulled away from the people that love you and care about you. So please comment down below. Let us know if you've ever been in a situation like that, if you're currently in a situation like that, if you have any friends that are in any situations like that where they are with someone that nobody likes. Comment down below. We hope you are enjoying all of our videos. Like I said before, check out the rest of them. Like, comment, subscribe.
What's up?
Peace out.
Peace out.